Okay, Fipsters, it is October the 28th here for me in California. It's about 11:42, and we're going to take a look at Wall Street Journal. Markets are moving in mysterious ways, and Wall Street is struggling to explain why. That is pretty much the way that today looks. This is going to be a very quick video. Try to keep it short here. And speaking of shorts, that's pretty much the theme of last week and this week. TMF, I'm continuing to short. I'll show you why. It's still on its way down. Let's take a look at our little Incredibear thing. I've done a line chart, so it's easier for you to see what's going on here. But it is on its way down, and so I'm shorting it, and it is my right to short it. And ever since I figured out that it was going in the wrong direction after the rate cut, I decided to just go ahead and take advantage of the money. I got in on Friday, October the 24th, short in at a price of 47.89. And before you guys complain yet again, why am I talking about TMF instead of TLT? It's because I want to. This is what I'm charting, okay? This is where the money is, okay? Got in. Overnight, you can see that there was some crazy shenanigans going on here over the weekend. And then, boom, this insane gap all the way up like this. And I went, gosh darn it, and I literally had a stop that was set on Monday that was right about here. As you see, here it is, stop, set for Friday, kill this for now. So I'm lucky that I got up at 6 a.m. before the markets open, 9:30 in New York, 6:30 here. And I killed my stop loss, okay, to make sure that I didn't cross through it and especially didn't sell for less than, what I got in for in the first place. And watched some nice motion, and look at this line. These levels are amazing. So it kind of hits it, keeps kissing it, takes a nice plunge down. So I set a stop here. And why did I choose this? Because it was basically at the bottom of this little baby candle right there. And I kind of picked that as being, it's probably not going to come back up and touch it. Comes back up, almost touches it, almost stops me out, comes back down even further, set it right here, set it right here. This is all happening this morning, okay? And then I drove away. I took my kid to school literally, and it does this. Now, if I kind of had my wits about me a little bit more.
Captain Hindsight, with his three trusty companions, shoulda, coulda, and woulda.
I probably, and had done the research that I did later this morning, I would have just gotten on my E-Trade app on my phone and just sold the fuck out, just GTFO, right? Came back home though, got a chance to take a look at it and said, see this big candle right here? I'm gonna set it right above it. And it just came up and went, and it kissed it, and I sold back out again, which is fine. But I picked that level pretty damn good, because look at where the consolidation was for like an entire hour. An entire hour, it just hung around here, okay? Like flies to shit. And then it starts to go up. So I picked a good price. Why did I decide to go ahead and sell after a day like this when it looks like it's just going down, 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 Here's why. What do we have on this day? Basically 2.8%, and I managed to nab about 2.3, okay? That's what that day looks like. Take a look over here real quick. What's the best you could probably look for an open and a close on TMF in any given day? 3%. The point that I'm trying to make is once I started looking through it, I figured out 2.5%. That's actually a really good day on TMF. And if you're just going to trade on the day and just take the money and run, then take the money and run. Okay. And so I'm trading. I'm not investing. I'm trading. And I'm extremely happy. Okay. So let's take a look here. What did we do here? We got another really good looking one that happened on. Here's oil. Oil had the amazing gap down. Look at this guy. It's been consolidating on this black line that I drew, again, weeks ago, okay, where it consolidated here for a while, went down below it, got above it, got all frisky and stuff, and started hanging out here on this line again. Now we got a beautiful gap down. I woke up and said, hot damn. So here's my short position. This was SCO. I bought into this 7 days ago at 1869. SCO is basically short the WTI. Managed to open up in the morning above this line and decided to set myself, actually no, as a matter of fact, what I did is I said, screw it, and I just freaking sold it, okay? I was gonna play around with stop losses, and I said, no, take the money and run. And so I just took the money and run because look at oil. I decided to sort of inch back up and see if it had legs. It's still consolidating. I don't feel bad about this sale. I never feel bad about making 1,500 bucks, okay, in one day on oil. It took me 7 days to get that one, but between that and what happened with TMF today where I made $2,000, I'll take a $3,500 day. Why am I going to take a $3,500 day? This is actually something I used to have. Let's see, where is it? This is an affirmation that I used to have in my other trading room before I had to move into the, the dining room here because we have our mother-in-law staying with us right now. And it reminds you that if you have $1,000 that day and there are 250 trading days in a year, it is a 250,000 a year day. Okay, yes, you're not going to make $1,000 every day. Please don't tell me that. I know that. But the point is, $1,000 is $1,000. But if you're making $2,000, that's a $500,000 a year day. Okay, per day. If you could manage to do something like that or average that. So I took $3,500. I'm happy. It's enough. Okay, I'm going to have to find some new positions to get in, but I'll be okay. The coin of Bit. Man, you know what? Big Jake wasn't wrong, but I also wasn't wrong either. Basically, it is consolidating along this line. It's just bzzz, like a fly just hanging out, and it just keeps bugging you and landing on your ear and landing on your ear and landing on your ear. It's like over and over and over again. These are candles up, but this doesn't mean anything yet. These were candles down. They don't mean anything yet. It's consolidating, and it's extremely obvious when you look at BITI, which is the short on it. You know, where I got in, I got out here, stopped out on a stop loss, and I've just been watching it and I'm not impressed. There's nothing for me to get excited about. So screw that, just get rid of the coin of Bit. The ES, we're just taking a quick look here. What's the big chart look like? Again, it hits its all-time high and it nicks it again. And what do I call this? I always call this basically, in fact, we need to move this up slightly, don't we? Let's move it up slightly, right to there. I call this being afraid of its own shadow. Basically, it created a new shadow, and now it's afraid of it and doesn't know what to do about it. So it's kind of just hanging out. This is not a crazy market that's just going nuts. And in gold, I'm trying to find a position on gold. Can't really find anything interesting at all. I got in. I think I may have stopped out for a little bit of a loss like last week and decided to take a closer look at what's really going on with gold, which again is the hithery dock going on right here, where we got this support line right here, which it seems to be hugging. I would love to get in here. I've actually got a limit buy to get in there. And I got to keep an eye on it because if it's based on bad news, then actually I need to cancel that limit buy. I thought I'd be able to get it, within a couple of days here because the closer and closer we get to the election, the crazier things get. So I don't even know if I'm going to mess with gold right now. But basically, I just wanted to give you the quick update, show you what's going on with stuff. As you can see from looking at TMF and TLT, things are still basically headed in the down direction. I don't have a recommendation for anyone to be buying TMF or TLT and hang on to it right now. We don't know enough. We need to get past the election. We need to get past the U3 jobs report, which is at the end of this week. It's Friday, November the 1st. Okay? And Bitcoin doesn't know what to do. Oil doesn't know what to do. Gold doesn't know what to do. No one knows what to do. Bonds don't know what to do. And the funny thing is there's more and more people that are starting to admit, through the news and stuff, that it's not just if inflation goes up that people want to sell bonds. It's if Trump gets elected that people want to get out of bonds right now because they're worried about him suddenly making everything super inflationary, although I don't know if they're thinking he's going to do that via executive order and suddenly make it happen on the first day that everything is tariffed, or if he has to put it through Congress and then it gets vetoed. I don't know. But it's just a bunch of horseshit news as far as I'm concerned. But right now, bonds are trending down, easy to see, and I'm shorting them. So that's what's going on, and I hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.